Hey,
You're live.
We
are
are live.
live. It's telling us, but
we're totally live.
so we just got done filming a new show. We're gonna talk about in a minute, but
Yep, but
just
there's-
letting you know, we're just filming this off the cell phone right now.
Yeah, and there's no way that we would ever do this.
That's right.
What is that? I don't know. No, there's no way that we would ever let the time lapse like we did
Yeah.
this summer.
Yeah. So a lot of you, we've had a lot of people ask us, like, where have you guys been at? We've been seeing some replays of some things.
I am still sweating.
It's hot. So today, it's supposed to be 108 degrees here in the Central Valley of California.
It's craziness. It's
But,
craziness.
so we've been gone.
Yeah, we have. In fact, it looks like a few people are coming on right now. Let's just bide a little bit extra time. Someone just came on too. So, so go ahead. Say what you're going to say.
No, I was just going to say, we haven't like forgotten about our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
But we also, believe it or not, we are working photographers. We make our living taking photographs.
We
do. YouTube is not part of our money-making project. It's just part of our business that we use to let people know about things, workshops that we have coming up, and we love teaching. So.
Whoa, sorry about that.
There we go.
Trying to
turn that down.
Just trying to get the other computer.
Trying to get it so we can see who's watching and all those things. It makes it much easier for us to see.
So now I can actually listen to what you're saying because I have no idea what you just said.
Okay. I was just saying we really hadn't forgotten about our channel. So we have been away for
Long time.
5 weeks doing summer camps. And people always go like, what in the world?
What are you doing?
You're photographers, you do summer camps.
Oh, not just summer camp. We have been doing summer camp with junior hires.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can see all of you laughing right now. Like, okay, you want to spend 5 weeks with junior hires. You know what?
No.
It's what we look forward to
We
all
do.
the time.
So one of our biggest clients is a camp called Elevate Camps, and we love working for Elevate.
Yep.
And it's not even a job for us when we actually go do this. I mean, we work hard, we have long days, but we just enjoy doing what we do. So we do video and photography for them.
Yep.
And each day, what are we doing? We're cranking out videos, we're taking pictures, we're doing slideshows for the camp.
Now, here's the problem that pops up is just that we kind of let our Panoptic Chopstick Guys, it ends up sliding during the summer because we're just not around. And plus, we don't have any place to upload anything. There's no power. So during that time, people have been like writing us saying, did you guys quit? Where'd you go? We're still here. We're still here. In fact, we had a lot of people, which was odd to us until we started thinking about it, saying, what's up with the chopsticks?
Yeah.
Right? Because
why the name Chopsticks?
If you haven't seen us from the beginning, you have absolutely no idea why we're talking about chopsticks, why we're eating sushi, why we have ramen all the time, all this chopstick stuff. It has nothing to do with photography, people are thinking. Well, there's a story to it.
But, we've told the story a number of times, but here's what I was also going to say is the fact that, so we had 5 weeks of camp, which meant we also had a lot of time that we get stuck together.
Yep.
Our wives, I don't know if they're happy that we're gone, but mine and yours, I know they like us home, but we end up spending a lot of time together. And one of the things that we realized is that our channel had really taken it to a direction that we were never really intending to go, which we love to teach, but that's kind of became what we were all about. It's just like, oh, we got to get serious and teach people. But it was really all about originally having fun because everybody takes photography way too seriously.
Mm-hmm.
And all you got to do is just turn on any channel, any what do they call it? What are the kids calling it these days? No, a podcast. and people take things too seriously. They're like worried about specs and they're arguing about, well, this has 49 megapixels, this has 48.2, and they start getting in the minutia of and then photography's no fun.
No.
So we slapped ourselves around a little bit for a month and said, we're going to come back with our show because we've really missed doing the weekly show.
And start fresh again. Which brings me right back to what I was going to say. Because again, there's people that have been asking us, what's with the chopsticks, right? And there's a story to it because I know you just said, well, we told it a lot of times before.
Okay.
Obviously we haven't because
people are asking,
right? And there's a lot of new viewers that we have since we probably told the story. But just to go what we do about chopsticks. So the original name of our company and our channel and everything was Panoptic Photographic Workshops, right? Try typing that into the Google machine Right? It's really long, right? And people never remembered it.
Yep.
So one day, Mark and I were sitting there on a conference call together. He lives about 3 hours away.
Because we were going to start a YouTube channel to like advertise our workshops.
Yep.
And we're like, oh, it's going to be called the Panoptic Photography Workshops Photography Channel.
And we're like, that's too long. We're like, we got to come up with something that rhymes with Panoptic. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, Panoptic just means wide view.
That's right.
Or all-encompassing, Panoptic. So it's all-encompassing of everything. So that's what we do. Our workshops take care of all sides of photography. So I said, let's come up with something that rhymes with Panoptic. And we're like, what rhymes with Panoptic? I don't know. So smart guy over here pulls up the Google rhyming generator, right? And they're like Panoptic, Floptic, Soptic, Joptic, all these different things. Like he comes down and he goes Chopstick. I'm like, whoa, stop right there. And you're like, what are you talking about?
Chopsticks. We're photography.
What do we love? You go, our wives. Okay, yeah, I know that. what do we love? You're like, photography. Yes, I know. What do you love? He's like, sushi. So I'm like, he's like, brilliant. So that's what we ended up doing is like Panoptic Chopsticks. It blends the all-encompassing photography with everything that we love about eating food with chopsticks. So there's only one thing that we love more than photography, which is eating food with chopsticks. So that's how the Chopstick Guys, the whole chopstick theme came out. We ran with that 2.5 years ago, and it's been just awesome.
You know what right now I'm doing self-consciously? I'm like holding my teeth together. Little known fact, those of you, because this is live, and so it's usually just our most hardcore fans that ever watch the live. I have this habit of when people are talking, I mouth
I know.
what they're saying, like as they're saying it. And so I've been working hard to not do that. So if you ever see me like with this weird frozen, that's me fighting it. Okay. So you can laugh at me. That's okay.
I do. I laugh at you every time. So
You do.
Mark actually does most of the editing for our videos, and I watch him editing our videos, and he's like,
talking along
it looks
with you.
just like a kung fu movie. It's really funny. Goes right along with our thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we've been busy. We've done some corporate work. We actually have a lot of corporate work coming up because we are full-time photographers. Besides, goofing around but having fun. But
we shot a music video.
Yes.
That hopefully that's going to be done soon. Everything got sent off to South Africa to editors there, and they're going to put their little polish on it, and that should be coming out soon.
I love what you were telling everybody here, that like we kind of lost our way a little bit, and just bringing the fun to photography is our tagline, right? And we lost our fun. And so we had a long conversation, probably 2 hours actually, about 2 weeks ago. Like,
do we keep doing the show?
Do we do it? Because we got kind of boring and very serious. And like, we're not serious guys. I don't know if you could tell from anything you watched before. We're not. We try not to be. We don't take ourselves seriously.
No.
We don't think we're the best photographers.
We take our sushi eating seriously, which is we're going to be heading to Umi Sushi, our favorite sushi place here in a little bit. But so we shot a show today.
We did.
That's why we got done and we went, let's go live and just talk about what we're doing different.
Yep.
So we shot a new show with that idea of we got to get back to why we originally started the channel. We started the show.
It's to bore people to death.
Yes. And we thought, we loved the idea of this like variety show where you could see editing, you could see photo tips, you could get some photo news, you can get opinions, you can get, you can get opinions anywhere, but you get really horrible opinions from us. But,
so you remember, the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, right? And that show to me is like kind of the template that we developed this show off of, that we film. Because it starts out with a monologue, right? Which we do a little bit short one. Then it goes into something funny. Then it goes into something that's maybe a little
more serious
kind of teaching type moment. Then it goes into a skit, and then it goes, into and
then being entertained.
Then the final thing is a wrap up of what he went through for the day, and it's a formula that's worked over the ages. So it's something that we are trying to do. The show is longer than most people's attention spans. So, we realize people might scrub through to find their favorite part.
So hopefully beginning of next week, we'll have it edited up here probably tomorrow, the next day, put a little polish on it. But at some point in the next few days, it's going to come out.
Yep.
And we'll just tease it. We're not going to tell you what it's about, but it is about making the biggest mistake of your life in photography.
Which Mark just made.
Which I possibly could have made.
Biggest
wink,
mistake.
Wink, wink.
No, he made the biggest mistake.
I did not.
He did. When you see it, you'll go.
Yeah.
You made the biggest mistake of your life. Your life.
Yeah. But no, we've had a lot of photography jobs. We've had camp. We've had all kinds of things. We want to bring our experiences to the show You know, because again, we are
Yep.
working photographers, and
Hey, Tech Assist. Hey, thanks for commenting on so many of our videos. We love,
Yeah,
we
we
love
do.
to hear your stuff. Yeah, hi from London. You know what's amazing is that we have a pretty big crew from London.
we do.
that
And one
watch
day we
us.
are going to get there.
From London, if you ever want to hook up with a great photographer over in London, he's not on YouTube at all, but Scott Johnson.
Scott Johnson
He's
is
a He's a
amazing.
Fuji pro, and
Yep.
you can either say that's awesome or you don't like Fuji. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. But
He's a wedding photographer.
the guy
He
is just incredible. If you have a chance, he's out of Essex, right?
Yes.
And just look him up. He's one of the lead judges for WPPI. He's won Photographer of the Year for Europe.
Yep.
But he's just hilarious and he's fun. So
He's a fun guy to hang out with. So, yep. There's a lot of great photographers all over the world. But man, my brain instantly went to, I pulled a book out yesterday. So, you know, believe it or not, when we start talking about doing a show, we actually do a little homework. So like yesterday,
Believe it or
I'm
not.
pulling out books and things, just kind of refreshing my mind of like, oh, here's some things that I could share, you know, things I ought to know. But I found a book I've been looking for, and it's another English photographer.
Yep.
His name is like Robin Childress or Childer something. But I pulled that book out and went, this is the book. This guy is an incredible portrait photographer. He taught in Edinburgh, I want to say is where he's from. But he had a section in there that talked about aperture controls the light falling on your subject, and shutter speed controls the ambient light. And he had these series of photos of his son in this room. And that was the book that started it all for me. Like, bang, the light went on and I went, I get it now. And from there, it was Zach Arias. And then from Zach Arias, it was David Hobby with Strobus. That got me so excited about learning light, teaching light.
Man.
And
which reminds me of a guy that I think I learned more lighting technique from than anybody else, besides Joe McNally. I'm the guy who's a master at speed light, but David Zeisser,
best book ever. Right?
best photography book ever, Captured by the Light.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still in print.
No, but you can find, I've seen it on Amazon before.
Have you? Okay.
And, you know, I think you can get a digital download or something.
It-
but best,
I tell you guys,
best book
You're gonna
on
look at the
lighting.
pictures in here and say, "Oh, they look a little dated." But if you follow what he says,
Yep.
you will have timeless photography. The guy is just—he writes it out in the easiest to understand. There was times when I was reading through that, 5, 8 years ago, whatever it was, that even at that point, I still was having light bulb moments.
Yeah.
Reading through that book.
Yeah, there
Great
are
book.
certain guys that are just timeless,
David
evergreen.
Zeisser.
David Zeisser with a Z.
Hey, Interfit USA is giving us a hello.
Hello. Wave back. No, they're waving. They're not clapping. Clapping is this. This is a...
I don't know. It's like, hey, hello. But anyways, Interfit USA, great company. If you're looking for any kind of lights, they're actually one of our sponsors.
Yeah.
We love the equipment.
We use their S1s religiously.
We use the S1s, the Badger Unleashed, which is killer. Just won the top product of the award in Europe. I think it
Yeah.
was.
Where did we just use the... I just used the Badger the other day for something specific that just was I'm going to make it work. And it did a fantastic job. It'll come to me here.
You're
just
shooting your
on
kids like first day of school pictures.
That was yesterday, which is fantastic. I don't know about you guys. Tell me in the comments. There's still comments, even though we're live, is that I have a home office, you have a home office, but your kids are grown. I have 4 kids still in school. When school starts, holy moly. My wife posted a picture we have one of those cameras that when someone walks up to the front door, security cam, she's got me doing this dance as I wave goodbye to the kids.
You were doing the happy dance.
It
was
was,
pretty funny.
I was pretty excited though, and my house was so quiet. I shut that door and it was like, everybody's. My wife's a school teacher.
That's
She's
what the
back.
award was. It was the PPA Hot One Award for the Badger Unleashed. Yes.
Yeah. And that has been a great light. I just.
In fact, we use that light.
I know what I used it for. Go ahead. I know.
We used it at camp to do video shooting. We used the modeling light, and it made a great LED modeling light, super bright. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And I held it just boop, boop, boop. So.
Yeah. So I used it. I went out and I shot. Oh, got another message there. But I shot mermaids.
Ah, yes.
I know mermaid's not your favorite thing to shoot. It's not my favorite, but I have a friend who's a professional mermaid, and we just have fun. And my daughter believes that, she's a celebrity and loves to go out shooting with Nicole. So we went out and shot some pictures for her. And that honey badger, because I was shooting along this creek, I could just set it out in the, into the bushes. It was small. I could get it in there. And it, like I said, it worked perfect. My S1 was lighting him from the front. The whole system works together. The S1, the honey badger off the same trigger is great.
It's awesome. Interfit has actually given us a promo code that we can hand out to our peoples. Chopsticks 10.
Yes.
Chopsticks 10.
Yes.
Just put that in the promo code section. You get 10% off anything you purchase on the Interfit Photographic website. So pretty cool.
And they had some great sale stuff on there.
They did.
They still got the sale?
Yeah, there's some. It's like
They'll
clearance.
tell us, but there was some good stuff in there the other day. We looked and it was like, ooh, this is throw another 10% on that. They're going to sit there going, shut up, guys, stop saying they're getting another 10%. But no, they were killer deals. So take a look at those.
Yeah, so that's about it. We got some good workshops coming up.
We do. That's what we were going to talk about. So this weekend is our
Fashion Splash.
We used to years ago call it Trash the Dress.
And that is so 80s.
Yeah, it is. But you know what? The other problems is that a lot of people took that a little too far, and it just gave it such a bad name. They had people that were drowning, people that were like lighting people on fire, like
they were taking the dress to a whole nother level.
To a whole nother level, and we don't do that. This is just more about getting out in the water. It's hot here. Like I said, it's gonna be 108. We get out into the lake. It's nice and cool to be, knee deep in water. And
it's awesome. So
throw the model out there.
We have these models come out in modern fashion, right? It's not, not weird modern fashion, but just like they're not wearing a 1980s wedding dress. In fact, we don't do any wedding dresses in the water. But yeah, that's coming up on Sunday. So if you're anywhere in Northern California, hit us up. There's still some spots available for that.
And that's always just a fun day.
That's one of everybody's favorite day.
No pressure. We just hang out and take pictures, and that's more of a,
You have to be willing to get in the water.
Create some images.
You'll be up knee deep, but you have
That's
to
right.
be willing
And you got to watch your stuff. We've had people drop stuff in the water, and don't do it. Just don't do it. But next week, we have a workshop that I have been dying for. It's like each year. What do I always call you in, long about September and go, Steve?
It's time for fall colors.
Yes, fall colors, fall colors. And every time I go, I kind of go like, oh, this was good. But it satisfies this longing within me.
You just like to create.
I love to create, but I get like this call from the Eastern Sierras, like, I need to go.
Yep.
So Yosemite has called me for years. Here's the problem with places like Yosemite. Is that every time that I've gone, I'm on by myself, or I take a friend with me that has never been because I want to show them, oh, wait till you see this. Yosemite's a hard place to find yourself, to get around in.
It's because
if you've never been.
It's just it's overwhelmed.
Yeah, but you see everything. You're like, oh my goodness, look at that amazing view. But then you're like, I can't pull over. You pull over and you're like, there's all these trees. This isn't where people take pictures from.
So we have our Chasing Ansel.
Yes.
Which is Ansel Adams, if you haven't figured that out. But Chasing Ansel Photography Workshop. So we're going through the footsteps of Ansel, basically setting up our group in the iconic position where Ansel took some of his most favorite or most famous pictures ever.
So this really is not a workshop. This is part of our series. We've been doing our road trip series where, take a road trip with the Chopstick Guys. One thing we do is we eat really well, and we find great places to eat. This is going to be no different. And
you can tell.
You jump you jump in the van with us, and we just geek out on photography all day long. And we've had people come and they go like, yeah, this is why I come, just because when I talk to my husband or wife, their eyes glass over like, you're talking photography. We have people come just because
we eat.
Yeah. Which, hey, we could tease that too. We're actually working on a food and photo tour of San Francisco. So imagine spending a day with us where you're going to go to 8, 9 different restaurants in San Francisco. We'll take pictures. We'll have some special guests along the way. And do a lot of sampling. Yeah, it says Yosemite always looks so crowded.
But not when we're going, because school is back in session here in the U.S. and this next week is actually
That is the problem. Most people, they go, it's summertime, it's time to take our vacation, and you take anywhere from May to September-ish it's packed.
That's why we're going in August, so it's still packed.
Yeah. But once I'm still in that mindset of, do you remember when we were kids? We always
still thinking school starts in September.
Yeah, it always started the day after Labor Day. And I'm like, what is it with my kids going to school in the middle of August? So, when it's 108 degrees out.
So, Yosemite coming up.
Yosemite.
If you're in Northern California again, we're going to be leaving from Sacramento area at 7 a.m. next Wednesday. Okay. And hit us up. We have one spot available for that.
We have 2 spots for a private workshop that we're doing. We're not even going to tell you where it's at, but if you're somebody out there that's going I would love to spend a couple days with you guys shooting some epic things, we do have the ability for you to do that, and we would give you more information.
You got to remind me what you're talking about.
I'm talking about September 10th. We're going to
Okay,
meet up
yes,
with our good friend from Panasonic. And that's all you're going to need to know. And we are very excited about that. So if you've said, how can I do?
That one has to be done through a private message because we're doing a kind of a secretive
Project.
for
Yes.
somebody. So, but then we've got, I don't know if I should announce it yet.
Yeah,
but-
yeah, let's do. It's another part of our road trip series.
Yeah, so we just put it up on our website yesterday. It's not been officially announced. We're actually going to announce it later this afternoon, but is our Santa Cruz Coastal and Redwoods road trip.
Yeah. So let me tell you though, when we say it's our road trip series, we're taking like a Suburban. We're only taking 4 to 5 photographers. That's all we take on these road trips, so that it's just a small group. We can move quick, and we're not waiting for 2 hours to eat. Those kind of things.
So yeah, so if you've ever seen pictures or have been to the Santa Cruz coastal area, you know that it's one of the premier coastal spots in
arches
California.
and stuff there are
Natural
amazing.
Bridges State Park just has this amazing archway out in the water, and just the redwoods are spectacular. That day is going to be one for the record books.
Out there by the lighthouse, it kind of is out on this little peninsula, and that's right where everybody's surfing.
Yep.
So you can walk out that peninsula, and you're actually shooting like down a wave, but you're not out in the ocean, but you're a good 300 yards out in the ocean on this peninsula, and you get shots of surfers and all kinds of neat stuff.
So we have that coming up. We have our low light photo walk coming up.
Yes.
September 9th, I think. That's a great one in Sacramento. We're still working out a date for another Straight Up Dubs, our Volkswagen.
We really got rained out on that one. It was still an amazing day, but we're trying to set it up where it's a little cooler weather.
We got a bunch of stuff coming up. So
if you saw our junkyard day, we're working on sometime during the fall, getting back to the wrecking yard. Again, once this weather starts to break.
The other thing we're looking for, so all of you out there, you might know.
Yes.
We're looking for a ranch in Northern California.
Yeah.
So we have the full workshop planned out because we've done it before, but we lost our ranch location. So
yeah, they moved.
If you have a ranch, and I don't just mean it has a place with cows on it, but cool barns and that kind of stuff and farm equipment, let us know. Send us a message. Do whatever you got to do to let us know. We'd love to be able to use a ranch.
And we're fully licensed and bonded, and we've got insurance and all the good things that we're doing it the right way.
Yeah.
So
it's almost time for us to take off, and
it is.
You know what that means? It's sushi time.
Umi sushi.
Yes.
The everything roll.
Everything. Or the Chopstick Guys
You can
roll.
get the Chopstick Guy roll, which is fantastic, but I'll let you in a little secret. The Chopstick Guys order the everything roll.
We don't order our own roll. We actually have a roll named after us at this place.
But if you ever get a chance, Umi Sushi in Roseville, right there, Douglas and 80.
Highway 80.
And you will not be
Kind of the
disappointed.
intersection of America, actually. Highway 80 and close to Highway 5.
Yeah.
It's get you anywhere in America.
Yep. Every time we go, yep, this is why it's the best.
So, if you hung on this long, you are a diehard.
You are. Or you've got nothing
Or
else to do.
you just walked away from your computer and just let it run. But we sure appreciate you. If you know of any friends, tell them about our channel. Like and subscribe to everything we do.
New shows coming out.
New shows coming out early next week.
See, I just did it.
I see that.
Early next week, as you talked.
I'm gonna have to wire your mouth down. But
did it again. Huh.
that's hilarious. I'm just not even gonna see you. You're like, I'm not even gonna move my mouth.
Nope.
So, anyways, thanks for hanging on with us. We sure appreciate you, and I just would ask that you guys don't forget.
Say sushi. Thanks.
All right.
We will enjoy our sushi.
We'll see you, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye now.
Happy trails.